pan a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's more or less right. Not quite, but yeah, there it is. We're live, guys, for the first time over here on Josh Knows Bricks. All right, I'll see you on the stream there. I'm gonna talk to you later. All right, so we have something super exciting. You can probably already see it, but here it is. Galaxy Explorer, and we can't believe it. We can't believe the Lego made this, and we couldn't be more excited to build it today. So we are going to do this for the top camera one more time. And this is it. We're going to open her up. Ooh. Old school push tab there. There we go. Okay. We knew there was a reason that the box was a little bit overfilled, actually. It was pretty much bursting at the seams. There's quite a bit here. All right. I haven't seen Lego do this in a little while. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Looks a little smaller than I would have thought, honestly. I'll come back and read these later. But there we go. Starting with bag one. Real mess here. Oh, got an air tank. He's gonna need that to be in space. Pretty cool, pretty classic right there. Not bad. I think he needs a robot friend. There's a lot of pins here. Let's see. Correct. These are some old school pieces right here. This arm. Nice. There's your grill. Starting to look like a robot there. Think so. Got some 2 headlight bricks that we need to find. Fantastic Fortnite streamer. Thanks for being in the chat today. It's looking so far like we got a robot here. He's got a couple coffee cups. It's kind of a strange start, if I'm honest. It's a piece you don't see very often. That's a cool technique. All the way through. I don't think we've gotten to my favorite piece yet. it's going to have to be these very cool trans clear trans yellow windshield pieces. Pretty crazy. There's two of them in there, and I don't think we're going to get to them for a little while. Here. This looks like it's going to be a landing gear eventually. Very cool. It's pretty cool. Looks like we're probably building the same thing on the reverse side over here. Pretty standard Lego affair in that way. Very cool. It's a little bit unstable at this point, but that's to be expected. Never done that before. That's pretty cool. Okay. These axles that would normally be for wheels are for these Technic long bricks there. Four of those. And this build is already starting to get quite long. It's going to be almost 2 feet by the time we're done. So don't worry, we measured it. Our table holds the whole build. Anyone with tips for pushing these in when there's multiple connection points, you let me know. Sometimes it's a little tricky and it takes more force than you'd really like. Probably just a matter of having it lined up exactly. I'm going to do this step backwards. There. Here it is in the right order. Okay. And approaching step 27 here. Just in case anyone's following along at home, I hope you do. Okay, good. A little piece there, a little red pin that I'm not entirely sure the purpose of just yet, but it must have one. Nice. It's going to be a landing gear for sure. Was not aware that Lego still made this piece. I don't know if you can see it, but I thought they stopped making this in the late 80s. Here it is. Mm-hmm. I think we're about to see the full length of the build here. Just about. Yep. Seems right. Let's see. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can start working. So what I will do is I will schedule there. It will be almost a hurry up. like we're getting a few steps away from finishing the first bag. Couple points that have to connect here all at once. Yeah. It's going to be a spaceship. So far, it's almost like you build each landing gear in two halves. So it's almost 6 gears to make the 3. Mm-hmm. All right. Got just a handful of extra pieces here from bag 1. You can see those, but nothing too big. Standard extras just in case. We'll move those off to the side. Yep, that's right. We're going bag 2 now. Lots of wing pieces here. They're actually going to provide some of the rigid structure for us. Okay. Mm. Couple 1x6s here. Cool. This is a piece that didn't exist when I started building. It's pretty cool though, 3x3, simple, but and there should be a lot of gray plates here. They kind of start to blend together a little bit. Thank goodness for the inset boxes that tell you the number of each piece you're going to need for the step. Don't want to put that in the wrong place or the landing gear won't open. That's cool. These go inset so that they're flush. I do like that very much. That's really cool if you can tell. Yeah. Everybody's talking about these landing gear pieces, which is how I know that they're from the Mario sets. Never seen them myself before, first time. Super awesome. They seem to be working really well. Now that I have them both attached. Yeah, awesome. I like that feature. Let's see. Don't want to miss this last piece. I don't know if you can see that. It's not that rare of a piece, but I feel like it is kind of rare to be using 8 of them at once. Hmm. It doesn't quite seem right. Let's double check our work here. Yeah. Oh, I see. That would be why. Two. I was like, let's see. Step 50. If you're out there watching, I appreciate it. Thank you. Mm-hmm. No, that's not quite right. Let me touch it here. We are going to make 2 of those. Oops. There's 2. Yep, those line up. Let's see where they go. This is something I saw someone else doing that surprised me. But this was how they made the kind of angle of the ship here. That's crazy. All right. Maybe one more extra piece there. We are on to bag 3. I think it's cool that we're building a minifigure every other bag, it looks like, instead of doing them all up front. It's fun. Classic. A little bit hard to see. And it's a piece that I'm not familiar with. It's like 2x6 with 4 studs on the side. Let's see the piece I need. Got you. All right, here's a big moment here. We're going to connect these two. Let's see. Yep. Not bad. Misdirection, Millennium Falcon, maybe? No, not at all. It's a really satisfying connection right there. You know, like that. Okay. About the same shapes for the other side, seems like. That's right. I mean, at this point, It's already awesome. Yep. I already love it. It's great. Let's take a look here. This connection looks like it's all the way out there. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh. We didn't think we'd need it, but here it is. I think that's pretty clever design. See how it all gets firmed up here in a little bit. Hmm. Almost did it wrong again. Crazy. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this to you guys or not. This is the way that this gets secured. Built this, I don't know, studs on the side one by one. With what's been a frying pan, more or less, in the past. And then it sits at an angle to connect this side piece. That's never used that technique before. I think I like it. Let's make sure it's stable first, and then I know I'll like it. And same thing over here on this side. Very cool. So having multiple of those is definitely going to be secure. No question about it. That's a unique building technique that I hadn't done before. And I'm doing the third variation on this connection type right now. Let's go ahead and do an update here. This is where we're at so far. And these are not secured yet. This is going to probably always raise and lower. And these sides are now clipped in. Wings are pretty sturdy. Looks like a little bit of a cockpit showing so far. Let's continue. I think we're almost done with bag 3 here. Some studs on the side connection here. That's good. And we're going to build one more of these same things for the other side. There is kind of an air gap that's left in here because of the way that these pieces are angled. We're leaving that gap open to allow for that. At first I wasn't quite sure why, and then I remembered they're at a strange angle. It wouldn't work otherwise. Tile's always a nice finishing touch. Makes everything look good. few more spare parts there. Nothing too big, mostly 1x1s. And we're going to open bag 4. Let's see. Step 102. Need 7 of those, huh? And that's 6 and 7. That lines up edge to edge. And that's a great connection right there. I'll do that one more time for you there. Not bad. Smash along tile pieces. That's tricky. It's not a 2x4, it is a 2x3. Make those connections complete and square. Now, I did begin working on something really special that I hope to do in the next week or two. And just so happens to be a build for the other 90th anniversary set. And no, it's not going to be the set from Lego, but it is going to be a mock with complete instructions designed by me. So we think we're almost ready to share that with the world. Maybe another week and we'll be there. Got PDF instructions to build along at home for that build that we're going to test out and make sure that they're easy to follow before we put it out there. It's going to be about roughly 160 pieces. A lot of small pieces. And we did lose something here. Let's find it. There we go. And where are we? We are on step 111. Looks like we finished it. I did do that backwards. Let's see here. Yep. That's pretty satisfying just to see that crazy angle connection. It's coming together. Looks like we're gonna repeat the way we connected the angles in the back. Very cool. Ends up working well. It's only going to need 2 on each side instead of 3 like we needed in the back. It's all click there. I do think this side is being built differently than the other. Must be this piece right here, actually. Right here. Okay. It's a big one. More studs on the side here. Let's see. Or more or less just looking at the build instead of the instructions for this one little part here. A little bit easier seeing it in person than on paper. A lot of these gray wedges here. Gonna add to the curve of the ship on the side. A little bit unstable until you snap it in place, which is fine. Yep. Same gap there to allow the angle underneath. covering up some clip pieces there that never got clipped into anything. Looks like we're gonna cover up a gap there that would show without this piece. I don't think they make that 2x2 wing in all tile, not that I know of. But it looks good as is with studs on half of it. All right, that's bag 4 and 2 leftover pieces. Just spares, really. Don't think we missed anything. Here we go, bag 5. Like we have another spaceman in here. Red 1. And helmets have been coming in separately from the torsos and the legs. Put these over here. Oops. Just working with the classic smile there, which fits the theme very well. Perfect. And I'm told that the helmets are updated, but they look exactly like the old ones to me. But they are updated. And looks like we got another piece that I'm not that familiar with. Maybe recognize this from a Speed Champions set. You got a pen receiver there, and in the middle, you've got a sandwich plate. Pretty exciting part of the build are forward-facing blasters here. Been wondering how this part of the build was going to come together with angled shape in the front and the blasters sticking straight out. So here we are finding out. The instructions do not say to connect that right away, but we did. Don't think it's going to hurt anything. Right there. I do kind of wish that there was something that we could do about this little gap right here, but we're going to take this piece and evenly space it so that it doesn't look like a mistake to me. All right, here it is. Got a pin there at the front, a receiver right here. Let's see how it goes. Easy peasy. Looking for a big tile. There it is. Okay. Nice fit. Okay. Liking that. Very cool. Oh, wow. Rotating these forward and backward. Extremely cool. Very, very cool. And step 138 here. Gotta organize a little bit because I'm not finding the piece I'm looking for. There it is. Right in front of me always. This is a really classic piece in my opinion. Nice little vent or grill or what have you. Put down 4 of those here in the front. Along with those classic wedges that I first remember seeing in a Polybag helicopter set in the mid-90s. Do believe they came in yellow. Probably still have them in my collection somewhere. Wouldn't mind digging out the instructions and putting that really simple build together. Would be fun. 2. There's quite a number of pieces in this step. Kind of connected that one without looking, but it ended up being right somehow. Now, so far we're not too sure how we're going to make this swooshable when it's finished, but it's pretty big to be swooshing. But if it's solid enough, we'll do it anyway. We'll see. I'm really hoping that everything is solid enough that you can kind of grip it from multiple places. But we'll find out. Two of those. Couple snot bricks here. And 4 2x3 tiles. It's not quite right. It goes one stud further out. And again, that little wing hides that space that would be a gap. We like that actually quite a bit. Very cool. This tile is only getting one stud as a connection, but it's laid in flush, so I don't see any issue with it really, but it's a little surprising. 6 of these 3x3s. Okay. This piece is more obvious where it goes by looking at the build than the instructions. Not too bad, but gray against gray. Don't know if any of you have had some poorly printed instruction booklets where the colors were so far off you couldn't tell what they intended for you to use, but this one is perfect. Like a few of the 3-in-1 sets that I've gotten recently. We had to go, thankfully they had digital instructions available. Leaving a gap under these slope pieces here. Even a space of 2 studs there. And this one does not go down first. The other one does. A couple of these quote-unquote cheese slopes. Time to add 4 more. Okay. Full concentration there to try and put those in the right place. Looks okay to me. Yeah, Abdullah asking, do I ever super glue? And no. One time I thought about it, and then I thought, no, that would be wrong to begin now. Would not be right. And it was just a momentary lapse in judgment, thinking that I might do it. If you're going to put something outside in Legoland, then by all means, but for an indoor set, it really shouldn't need it, in my opinion. But I appreciate the question very much. See here, sometimes it gets tricky when you build things for the opposite side. You start to do it the same way you did before, and then it's backwards for the opposite side. So we do just take our cues from the instructions. And still mess it up sometimes. This is such a cool shape. I can't believe that that this comes together like this to connect. If I can connect it while showing you. I don't know. It's awesome. I think really good job designing that, even though I did kind of a bad job connecting it. I like that. Really cool. It already looks like it can fly. I think the question on everyone's mind is, will it have a place to land? If you know what I'm talking about, then you know the answer is no. And we are working with some pieces that I didn't think would be spares, like a 2x3 tile. That's because it goes right there. And beyond that, we don't have anything that shouldn't be extra. And moving on to bag 6. There we go. Put our reflections there. And not sure if you guys can see this, but I unfortunately do want to show you that. And, you know, you saw me open this bag live. I'm not sure if this is normal for this piece or not. It certainly will flex down if it was going to be connected into studs, but I don't think it is going to be. So we're going to have to find out if that still functions without any issue. If we have to, we can get a replacement part. I'm guessing it's going to work probably just fine. It's not that often that you see a piece come in with a little bit of warp to it, but they also don't make that many of these pieces tiled that are that large. So that might be the reason. if I had to guess. Let's take a closer look at the instructions here. Does not tell you which side has the hook piece, but knowing what this piece is supposed to do, we're going to make a judgment call. Say that probably prevents it from sliding all the way out if it's on this end. Mm-hmm. And double check something here, because we do have one step that looks a little bit faded, and I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this, but basically it's telling you that there's one of these 1x5 Technic style plates in there. Maybe that's answering the question I had about which orientation this should go in, like this or like this, but flip upside down. So I think we're going to go like this and move on, because I don't see another one of those 1x5s Technic style. I'm not sure why they chose to do it as a shadow like that, but probably be fine. Completely covering the ramp here. Looks like that warp is already going away, so probably will not be any issue. For all I know, it was designed that way. Could be. All right, let's do a quick preview here. That flips down. This is sliding. Seems like it's going to work. Need 10 of these wedges for this step. Maybe we want to do a couple other things first. A little bit of organization here while I look for another round 1x1 brick here. Hopefully we'll come across it. Let me know if you saw it roll off the table. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, which means it probably rolled away. It's unlikely that I'm missing a piece. More likely that I dropped it, or that it's still in a bag. Let's check bag 6. Empty. All right, we're gonna go get one. We'll be right back. All right, we're still not sure if we dropped this piece, but super common, so we have one. There's that. Get these all wet. One stud off. They have to go like that, which means I'm going to do this, which then allows these little cylinders to sit one plate lower. That should be right. Hmm. Spaceship is awesome. Spaceship, spaceship, spaceship. Yeah, collection video. Okay, we'll work on that. Yeah. Let's see, step 151. This is pretty cool. You get a sense that this bed has padding because of these chocolate bar pieces. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Gonna go back a step. Take a peek here. Yeah, okay, so we just kind of perspective thing going on here in the instructions. We are just building 2 of these beds. And this guy here. And these both need a piece at the top. Nice. Let's see how those go in. Cockpit in the front, sleeping quarters in the back. And a couple pins here that I don't know what they do just yet. So yeah, and then right here. I see. So up until this point, these have been loose, and these pins are going to hold that in place. Nice. I like it. Do that a second time here. Little storage box here. Wow, you can get all that stuff in here? That's what they're telling me. Some ray guns, red ray gun, and a green. Both go in this box. As well as, maybe I gotta rotate it, this air tank. I see. There's two boxes, which makes a lot more than I'll fit in one. There we go. And I like to follow the instructions to the point where the air tank goes on this side. Ray guns on this side. That's the spec. Per the directions there. I have 8 of these fin pieces. Okay. Very cool. Let's double check those. Looks right. Let's find a home for these. Cover up the remaining holes there. That's good. And this is later how the engines are going to be attached and be able to be detached. Those clips face inward. Last one there. Next step, 157. We're going to have to wait for this piece. Let's see how we do this. Here. Yep, that's right. Very cool. And again for the other side, and flip the pattern. So when you don't flip the pattern, they don't give you instructions the second time. They just tell you ×2. Thankfully, they don't make us figure out how to flip the pattern on our own. It's very cool. We just have an actual clip on the inside that we put in place earlier. That's going to make these a lot stronger when you detach these. It's really smart, very well thought out. Again, a couple backup spare pieces. Nothing major. 1x1 round studs, really. And here's bag 7. So these are the TransClear windshields. And we've heard that people have been getting them scratched right out of the bag. So be as careful as we can be, but it may already be too late. Those rubbing against each other already. So they do have some scratches, but they look okay. We're going to build our last spaceman here. Too soon. Air tank. Very cool. 4 minifigures in total. 2 white, 2 red. We'll spread out here. Couple computer panels happening here. Pretty much a classic print right there. Pretty cool. Maybe a couple more of those coming up here. Make sure we get the right computer parts where they go, where the ship might not function properly. Looking for sort of a radar now. Not that one. Yep, this one. Take a look there. Classic. And that seems to be on an angle. I like that. Man, I wasn't sure that piece was going to fit, and then the angle is what makes that work. Good job, guys. Two. Another cool print here. Looks like maybe the fuel and the engines on there. Fuel tanks, engines. Yeah. Here we go. Time for these guys. Got a little ahead of myself. We're supposed to do these ridge pieces first. And the ridges face opposite directions on each side. So they want the horizontal ones showing. So we're gonna follow that. We want it to be right. Wow. The way that this lines up is crazy cool. Match the slope there. Another well done part of the build. Very cool classic print right there. The front that we just added. Good, good. So we're about to mount some more computers here. Looks like maybe a medical one. Mm-hmm. Let's face it this way. And don't worry if you can't see where some of the pieces are being connected. This video is going to be re-uploaded later as a time-lapse build. Don't have us doing that just yet. We do need a couple of these cool lever pieces. That's a classic right there. All gray this time. Yeah, very cool. That completes that step. We are on step 164, and we're going to rotate our spaceship. Here it is. So the lever. There's the radar piece. A little bit unique. Instead of just being 1x2, it's a 1x4 window. And of course, those are going to get trans yellow for them. Pretty cool. Those are going to go right here. That's awesome. Collect our pieces for this step. This is a unique piece right here, half round tile piece. When they're full round, they have that plus sign in the middle, but this is unique. So, build two of these the exact same way. Looks good. More printed computer pieces here. And those are going to go over the sleeping quarters. let's see, total steps. We're looking at, we have a mini build of a rover, but 232 for the spaceship, and then the rover's looks like 8 steps for the rover. And we do have two bags of pieces left, so we're getting there. This is always a tricky piece. You have to orient that the correct direction. And then same for the set. And voila. Everything went according to plan. Thank you, directions. Oop, that's facing the wrong way. Nice. It's going to take 2 1x4s. What do you call this piece? 1x2 with a sliding rail? I'll have to look that up later. Let me know in the comments if you know what this piece is called. Couple trans yellow pieces here, staying on theme. And we're building the airlock, which is very cool. Gentle. Okay, I'm not going to attach that just yet. Oh, wow. Something you don't do very often is face these upside down in the center and right side up on the edges. I think that's very cool. There's the piece. Looks like we're going to hide a gap there with this piece. So there's the gap. Hide that. That's good. Very clever. Wow. Okay. They managed to get this wedge piece in there. I can't believe that. A lot of cool little details in the build here. And gonna connect that sliding door. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's a wedge piece and there's a bit of track on the bottom. And this slides in and the wedge piece slides in the bottom. And even the top studs are in that top gray piece railing. That's clever. Well done. Big fan. Now every time I open up this sliding hatch door, I'm going to know how it was built. No way. Okay. So this is not only going to sit there, but it's going to sit there at an angle because straight up and down would be too easy. I love that. Okay. I did not realize that that was not going to be straight up and down. I'm impressed. All right, we've got a couple pieces to connect here. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to flip the pattern for this side. Mm-hmm. Nice. Gonna do 2 of those. an awesome fit. And that's going to hold this back entryway at that angle. Super cool. Super cool. Mm-hmm. Here. All right. See, we've got these. Okay. This is one of the main parts of the build that I've been unsure of. In other people's videos that I've seen showing how the windshield pieces connect, it hasn't looked very secure, really. And now I'm seeing how unique it is, what they're doing to build this. And I was right to think that there was more going on there than I knew, that I could tell. And here's where we're at so far. Okay. Then we're going to do this. That's I'm going to try and show this to you the best I can. All right. And then these pieces are going to go down and sit in the build, and that's going to stick straight up. I've never seen that before. And then these are totally to cover the gap, and they end up making it look like it was a custom piece. I thought I was going to have a piece in the kit that looked like this, but it's built. So there you go. That's what's going on, if anybody else has noticed that. And I don't know. I think it's a really cool way to do it, but there is a little bit of play in the connection there. I mean, moment of truth, right? Not done, but it feels like it when you attach these. And yeah, you kind of see the wiggle when you open and close the canopy there. I don't know if it's coming through on stream, but when I do the final upload, you'll probably be able to see it'll be a lot higher resolution. You can see the wiggle right here. It's not bad. It's just enough to make you wonder why or how or what's going on. And we're moving on to bag 8 now. There we go. Bag 8. A big cool piece right there, that blue ramp. Not one that I've ever owned before. Nice little wedge there. And last small bag here, and we'll be starting on step 184. We need a 1x6. And a corner piece that's a brick. And we're off. Coming apart there. Oh, this is cool. I think we all know what's about to happen here. We're going to build in the arrows that everybody has been talking about. And here's how that starts. Liking that so far. Let's see here. I always thought that this was kind of a strange piece. It's like, does cool stuff, but almost doesn't seem like a piece Lego would make. Oop, getting ahead of myself. Yeah. Yeah, we need a 1x4 over here. That's good. Another 1x4 and a 1x1. Here's, I think, another cool. It's only two pieces, but I don't think I've ever connected these two pieces in this way before. So here it goes. Snot bricks out. Angle tile piece, whatever it's called. And then snot bricks in. Repeat. And this is such a cool way to do this little detail. I mean, good job, guys. This goes like this. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. Can you tell what's going on there? What shape we got? About to make it a little bit easier to see here in a moment, I would say. First, let's do a couple other necessary steps. Get this sort of shield-looking piece. Oh, that's cool. Nice fit. Yep, there it is. Very, very satisfying part of the build there. Yep, super cool. One by 4, 1x6. That's going to trap that in there, or hold it in place, really, not trap it. Now we get to put our space wrench in place. Perfect. Space wrench. That's a classic part of this build here. Let's see. We've done everything up to that point. Trying to make that piece square. Sometimes these 1x1 plate studs, whatever. Don't really want to be very square. And we are building the thrusters here. Super cool. Nice. Could rotate. Not bad. A corner piece there. And a 1x3. And then we get to attach this thruster. That one there. Let's see which side they want this to go on. Oh, not there yet. We don't get to attach it yet. One by 6 lines up. And rotating these wings again. Super cool. Let me see. I think I need the other style wing. There it is. So 1x3 tile, 2x3 tile, really. That's going to be the top of this, is it? At this point, this is feeling really blocky. So we'll see what it's like when it's actually attached. Or perhaps these fins right here are going to make that make sense. That's probably what's going to happen. Ooh, we're going to use 5 of them. Okay, no shortage of fins here. It's kind of fun. Yep. Should stick out one. This 2x4 sticks out by 1. And then here's this unique wedge piece. Wow. Very cool. Offset, fits perfect, obviously. Nice to see that come together. Now we do have to make that line up, which It's not as hard as I thought it might be. And we're going to flip the pattern for the other side. Don't need that piece. It's interesting that a lot of these TransClear pieces are green. I think on a lot of the sets they do green on one side, red on the other side. It does actually kind of feel more cohesive to have them all be green. I'm a fan. So if they had to be red and green, it would be more like a plane, I guess, instead of a spaceship. I think that's the feeling I would get. Here we go. This clip facing inward is going to hold our walkie-talkie, our radio. That's pretty cool. 1x3 on top of that. There goes our arrow again. Oh, not quite. There it is. Super cool. There it is again. All right. And this thruster. We have to go back and look at this other one because I don't think I did the step on the other side. That's actually going to make it a lot more secure. That's smart. Okay, good. Well, missed it at first, but got it now. do have just one bag left, and it's going to be looking like all our engines. That's how we're going to finish this build. It's feeling like I got a lot of pieces. It is, 1,254 pieces. It's feeling like a sizable build. You like that? We attach this first so it's a little bit more secure. Otherwise, it's not that sturdy, which is what the instructions say to do. Now, brick with lip, is that seems like probably a suggestion for a channel name. It does sound like it. Yeah, that's super cool. This is one of the main parts of the build that I wasn't sure how it was going to come together. And I'm still about to find out kind of how secure this back hatch part is that swings open. I'm wondering, can you really fly the spaceship from holding it back here? Is it going to swing open all the time? Or does it latch? And I'm not going to say we have those answers just yet. Let's wait till we get the engines on there and then take a closer look at that. And attach that. We are on step 212. I think we're about to close some of these gaps that we still have in the model. Yep, we do that twice. Very cool. Really secure after snapping that together. This piece is gonna cause that back to snap in place. Do I have sort of a gap underneath there? Let's take a look. Seems right. Okay. And it is time for our final bag. And it's bag 9. There we go, guys. Build these engines. Some cool parts in here. All right. See if there's going to be a gap on this piece one. Nope. It insets perfectly. I like that. Very cool. Okay. Now. Supposed to be able to get one of these pins in there, but the Technic axle needs to go almost flush with those pins for that to happen. It's a cool piece and a very cool way to connect it. Not bad at all. And we're supposed to do 2 of those. This time we'll push this a little bit further through. Not quite flush with those pins. And another bucket in gray. Going into the pin slots, not the axle slots. They ended up being a few degrees off, so I rotated that. It's fine there. Their translucent red piece. And we built 2 of those. And these attach in the back. Ooh. Good, solid connection there. I was worried. I don't know why. Everything about the build has been awesome, but I was worried that just the weight of this engine on the back hinging piece was going to be kind of too much. That clips in. Ooh, too soon to swoosh. Too soon. We're not done, but we're almost done. Oh, here we go. Dropping it. Oh no. We don't do two of those. Goes like this first. Classic space part right there. Super classic. Okay. Pretty funny part of the build there. Knowing that these are going to be detachable and rideable by your minifigures when they're such oversized engines. It's pretty funny. Assume that goes all the way on. Yep. Nice recessed in there. It's really good. Let's go underneath. Mm-hmm. Well, before we finish, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched, came through, stopped in, stayed the whole time, commented, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you. Super cool fit there. And we're going to build a second one of those. Awesome. Now, these guys attach like this. Really, it shows the controls go upside down. So do that. Little buggy build time. Looks like it's going to have a headlight. Okay. 4 wheels. Simple buggy, but it's a lot of fun. All right. I'm going to give this a go and see how it drives. Not bad. All right. About this part of it. Now, we got to get some elevation from our landing gears here. And that will allow us to drop this down, pull that out, drive up. Now, will it close with the rider on it? Yes, minifigure does fit on there, like so. Fantastic. A little bit easier to do when I can see it. Yeah, now we're talking. Load him in backwards, so he's going the right way when he gets out. He's good to go. In low gravity, he just might do all kinds of crazy things. Yep, that holds. This locks. And there are 2 pins there that keep this in place. We like that. These latch right here and right here. Okay. Right there. You can see landing gears. Okay. Side-by-side comparison with my head, right? It's big. It's big. Which is awesome. And you can swoosh it. You can swoosh it from holding it at the back. Let's see how about off the top like this. I think that's good. Something like that. Yeah. Let's get some minifigures inside there so they can fly away. let's see. I think these guys take shifts, and that's why there's 2 red and 2 white. And the red guys, maybe they're flying. It's the day shift. And these guys, they need to take a nap, you know? It's not their shift. And if I got to get in here, take this guy off. And let's take a look at this airlock, sliding airlock. See if this guy will fly through. And he can float through and go right in there. All right, guys. There it is. Fantastic build. I loved it. Now, I think our robot is going to go loose inside here. He can stand. Let's pull him back out. Yeah, he doesn't like that too much. These guys are detachable and can be ridden by the space guys. Let's see. Can he reach both controls? That looks like he's going to get himself hurt. You know, it's a lot of engine, but pretty cool play feature. All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap up the build and the stream. But this one's going to go live on Friday as a speed build. So check it out there. If you like the live stream, let me know, and maybe we can do more in the future. But I appreciate it, guys. Until next time.